Hi friends, today I want to talk to you about how to control disease or prevent disease in your poultry farm. And it is very important to know this to able to achieve your goal. This is a vital important thing that you need to do. And also prevention of diseases helps you to minimize cost. So, and there are some of the these are some of the common diseases that you may face as a farmer. That the gumboro, Newcastle, coccidiosis, fowlpox, CRDs, that the chronic respiratory diseases. These are some of them that you may face as a farmer. So, how do we prevent such diseases in our farms? One, strictly hygiene and sanitation is very key. Two, biosecurity is another thing we need to not joke with. And also, how to diagnose and treat your birds very effective so that you don't such things does not occur again. So first I will talk to you on hygiene and sanitation. So when we talk of hygiene and sanitation, these are some of the things you need to do. One is cleanliness. So cleanliness. So regular cleaning of your pen or your coop or your poultry house is very key. You need to clean it regular. Regular cleaning of your pen or your poultry house is very key. You need to clean it each and every day, or you can schedule a time. Let's say you clean it, you can do it 3 days or a week, depending on how the shavings is or the dirtiness of your shaving is. So regular cleaning is very key. You have to also disinfect your pen. Disinfect your pen regular. Disinfecting your pen regular is very key. And also try to disinfect every equipment that you use. Let's say they are feeders, they are drinkers. You need to disinfect them. Every equipment that you use in the poultry house must always be disinfected, because we have to prevent disease. Because you might not see them, they are microorganisms, and you might not see them with your naked eye. So you have to disinfect every equipment, being drinkers, your feeders as well. And the second one that we first is the hygiene and sanitation. The second one I want to talk about is litter management. Litter management. You have to always replace your litter to prevent a build-up pathogens. It is very key. If you hire a farm manager or you yourself running your farm, litter management is very key, and it's one of the things that most people take for granted. They might think, oh, this one is not dirty, this one is not that, because you have to avoid wet floor. Some people, the floor be wet, they can feed them. Let's say they can put in their drinkers and everything, let's say today, and you know how fast they move around. They do some, maybe water there may be some place that is wet. The advice that I will give you, if let's say I've changed the shavings today, or I've changed my litter today, and let's say there's a small wet place that I find, the best way to do is you can get that small space that you find that wet nest there, you can take it off and replace with the shavings there, in order for you, because when you keep it for long, it builds up these pathogens that we may not see. So litter management is very key. You can decide to change it maybe a week, or but it must always be clean. The litter must not be too much dirty. It must not be now I'm tired, I cannot clean it now, I have to wait for a while. No. Litter management is very key. Always change your litter when you find it dirty, or you can make a point of, let's say, I will be changing it every week to avoid these build-up pathogens, because you have to protect your investment. It's very key. It's very key. And also, another point is water quality. You need to give them fresh water. So let's say today you give them water, the next day don't say some has remained so you want to keep it. Please change the water. They need fresh water each and every day. Don't keep today's water. Let's say I've given them water today and I'm keeping it for them or maybe tomorrow. Let's say tomorrow. Let's say we are in today. Tomorrow there's some remain now, so I'll keep it. No, you need to change it. Give them fresh water every day. Give them fresh water every day. It's very important to do that. Give them fresh water every day. And also, another point also is you have to give them quality feed. And please, one of the things in feeding too is, let's say when you buy the feed, a complete feed from your vendor, please make sure you check the feed well too. If there's a mold in it, please don't give it to your birds. Don't give it to your birds. When there's a mold in the feed, please don't give it to them. Or maybe you kept them for a while and maybe there's a mold in it that you don't even know, or you don't know whether there's a mold, or there's been water on it, there's a mold in it. Please avoid it. Don't give it to your birds. So please kindly give them quality feed, fresh quality feed. And also know where to keep your feed. Your feed is very important. Know where to keep your feed. You keep it. Have a place that you keep your feed. It's very important. And please, as I said, when there is a mold, or when you buy from your supplier, there is a mold, notify your supplier, or you can return it to your supplier for your money is safe. For you to change, because it's your money that you buy and the feed is not good, you have to take it back. And when you are doing your feed too, please, after mixing and try to keep it at a very clean place, so that water and things will not mix with it, because always the feed should always be dry. Okay, so you need to check that also. And the next point we have to talk about is the biosecurity. The biosecurity of your birds. Please make sure you quarantine any bird that you feel is not doing well. Isolate that bird or that chick. Try to isolate that chick from the others to avoid the spread of sickness or diseases to the others. When you find out this particular bird is not doing well or you feel is ill, please isolate that bird. Please isolate that bird. It's very important from the rest to avoid the spread of any diseases or illnesses to the other birds. And also another point about biosecurity we need to talk about: avoid visitors or visitors control. Don't let just anybody comes to your poultry house, or just take the person into the poultry room, because the person is coming from outside and you don't know what he carries. Because that's why most of the time for the biosecurity you need to put in disinfectant at the point of entry, so that you step in before you come into your poultry house, to avoid sicknesses and diseases. So please, control of visitors is very key. Don't let anybody just come and enter your poultry house. If you allow anybody just to be entering your poultry house, my friend, it's not going to be, you are not going to find it easy, because the person may carry some disease that you may know. And I say the diseases and these are microorganisms that we may not see them. So please, let's avoid visitors in our poultry house. And also, one thing I need to talk to you about: detection and treatment. Detection and treatment. Please, detection and treatment is very key. So regular observation of your birds is very important. I said in my previous video, as a farmer, you need to be very observant. Very observant. If you are having a farm manager, please tell him to be very observant. Regular observation of your birds is very important, so that when one is not doing well, you make sure you separate him from the others. Okay, so please, regular observation is very key. Another one thing I need to talk to you about the biosecurity that nearly escaped me is to prevent rodent. That's and pest control. Pest and rodent control is very key. That's why most of the time when you do the poultry house, you need to avoid rodents. But rodent can, when they enter there or when they touch the feed, you may not see, and maybe you give it to your birds, you are going to have diseases. But they come with those microorganisms, this. So when they put their mouth in the feed for the fowl, it's going to affect them. So please, rodent and pest control is so avoid it. Try to make that your biosecurity is very tight to avoid them. So this is a few tips that I have for you on how to prevent disease and control them in your poultry house. I'll come back again with more, and also please kindly subscribe to my channel at CatViewGH, and I'll bring you more. But some people pay for this education, but I'm giving it out for free because I want more people to learn and also veer into the animal farming, which is profitable. So I'll come up with my next video to talk to you on medication and vaccination from the 7th day to the 14th day of your birds. I talked to you earlier on the 1st day to the 7th day. So I'll come and talk about from the 7th day to the 14th day what medication and vaccine to give your bird. So thank you for watching, and please kindly subscribe to my channel at CatViewGH, and God bless us all. Thank you and bye-bye.